let's see who they recruit. This is always the thing. You can lose a great player. You can every great player at some point is left somewhere. It's how you react to it, how you respond to it. In a way, who do you go and get? Do you strengthen other positions? Do you strengthen his position? Do you go and sign another marquee signing? Do you go and sign two really good, promising younger player maybe that would become maybe one day like an Mbappe or somebody like that? This is the response really the most important. If you get Kvaratskhelia, for example, to play on that left-hand side, is that good? Is that a good signing? I think so. If you get Leao, yes, maybe. If you go and get Osimhen, is that good? So it's always the case. So let's see how they respond to it. But yeah, you're right. It will leave a massive hole to, in the space of a year, lose all those three players that we mentioned. Incredible players. For Messi, the greatest of all time. For Mbappe, maybe one day in that kind of conversation. So of course it's not easy. But maybe that will make the team better. And that's certainly what Luis Enrique was trying to say, I think. He said like we would be a better team maybe without Kylian than we were when he was playing. So let's see, only the future knows, really. But just to finish on Luis Enrique, the cynic in me, look at the team that he put up tonight for this game against Toulouse. They're already champions, but it's Kylian's last home game, right? You want to offer him, I guess, a good sending off. And yeah, you put a C team. So you could have started Dembele and Donnarumma and Marquinhos. And instead, you put players like...
Although, to be fair, Mbappe let him down midweek. Why has he got to do him any favours?
No, I know, but come on. For me, it's just like Luis Enrique and the club, again, flexing and saying, you know what, you're leaving. So we're not going to kind of help in your tribute and this last hurrah at home. And just play your strongest team and offer him a good sending off. He's going to score a hat-trick. You're going to win the game 4-0 and you're happy. Instead, you lose 3-1 and we're talking about this game that everybody would have forgotten tomorrow, which was not really how you should, I think, pay tribute to maybe the greatest player in PSG history.
It's going to be real... honestly, the next 2 or 3 months, so I can't wait.
For why? What's happening?
I mean, where's he going to go?
What do you think? Is he going to go to Real Madrid?
Happy. It's fantastic, isn't it? It's suspense. It's like, it's not Real Madrid, you say? Really?
It'll be announced, yeah, after the Champions League final. That's what's being suggested.
Fantastic.
Jules,
can't wait.
Jules, how did you lose to Dortmund?
That's a good question, Dan. There's a few things. I mean, Mbappe after the game said, when you're not good, those shots, they hit the woodwork and they don't go in. And when you're good, when you kind of deserve it, they go in. I think there's part of truth in that. Overall, I just don't think PSG played well enough. Overall, there was not enough intensity. Of course, yeah, some of those shots could have gone in and then the game could have been different. The way they conceded their goal, for Marquinhos to do the pass that he did towards Donnarumma and give away a corner like he did, which is really like an under-7 mistake, is not acceptable. The marking on the corner, the fact that Donnarumma is not coming out for the ball. So it's a poor goal to concede. And they could have scored on another night. They could have won 2-0. But over the 2 legs, they didn't really show enough of what they could do as a team. I don't think there was enough intensity. I think some of the decisions that Luis Enrique made were maybe not the best. Like, I would have kept Gonzalo Ramos until the end because you knew that for the last 15 or maybe 20 minutes, they would camp in their own box, Dortmund. So if you had like a proper number 9 to finish your chances in there, that could have helped. Instead, he took him off to put Marcos Asensio there and Mbappe. It just didn't work. So I think overall, they're just, at the moment where they had to be at their best, that they had to be the sharpest, I don't think from the manager to the star players in that team, they were not.
Is Vinicius Junior a better player at the moment, Jules?
I think he is, yeah. If you had to decide the Ballon d'Or right now, it'd be very likely Vini ahead of Kylian.